Welcome back, and today we're gonna be talking about My Hero Academia episode 88. And what an episode was this! What a finale for this season. So, like always, let's just jump into it. So this episode kind of tried to, paint Endeavor in a new light because we see his family talking about him, and they're talking, Todoroki's brother and I guess older sister. They're talking to their mom saying, the media doesn't know what Endeavor did to us. Like, I'm guessing he did a lot of horrible stuff, like ignoring them and all that stuff. The kid was saying that Endeavor, he doesn't even recognize Endeavor. Like, they're strangers at this point because they just never spent that bonding together. But we see that, Endeavor had a reason for this. He was trying to create, both the fire and the ice because he has that limitation that Todoroki has with his fire. Like, if he uses his fire too much, he overheats, and I'm pretty sure he becomes weaker. I mean, he was becoming slower. So the quirk, if he uses it too much and releases too much fire, he overheats and starts slowing down. So I think that's why Endeavor could never really overcome All Might, because yes, he's powerful, and right now I can't even imagine any hero being more powerful than Endeavor. I believe no hero could have taken that Nomu out, but in the same boat, I believe that there's not a single hero out there right now, right, that could defeat All For One. If All For One were to break out of prison right now, who can stop him? Because this Nomu, I am pretty sure, is nowhere near the power level or the, just how the raw power that All For One brought whenever he was fighting with All Might. So if Endeavor were to fight All For One right now, I'm pretty sure he would do some damage. I'm pretty sure it would be a big fight, but there's no way I don't see Endeavor beating All For One. I think only Deku, when he, I guess, grows up and, masters his quirk to 100% and can go all out, can actually defeat All For One. Nobody else. I think that's going to be, that one fight from Destiny. All For One against One For All, because I don't see Endeavor or anybody else. Maybe Todoroki can give him a run for his money, but again, we'll have to see. But this episode, definitely I fell in love with Endeavor and Hawks. Hawks did the most cool thing ever. He saved all those people from the falling building. I thought that was just one of the coolest scenes ever in My Hero Academia. All those feathers, getting everybody out. So we see why Hawks is in the rankings that he is. He's cool, and he can actually do some saving. He can actually fight. He can actually do a lot of stuff. Because I was thinking that dude can only fly. But no, his feathers are very strong and can carry people, and he can control them, sense everything, and I mean, very powerful quirk he has. But the biggest thing in this episode, Endeavor versus that Nomu, and man, that dude, okay, let's break it down, because Endeavor, I believe he lost an eye. Whenever they had that close-up and he was bleeding and all that stuff, I thought he lost an eye, so maybe he did. I mean, dang, that dude lost an eye. But the biggest thing was how he didn't give up, right? He went plus ultra, he went beyond, and people were still kind of saying, this is what happens when we don't have a symbol of hope. And I'm like, are you serious? I was in that kid's camp whenever he was like, what are you all talking about? You see those flames? You see that dude is already almost dead, and you see those flames, he hasn't given up. He's still going hard. So what are you talking about? No symbol of hope. There's your symbol of hope. Just because it's a new symbol of hope doesn't mean you get to say we don't have one. You got to accept him. And I'm glad that everybody, when he defeated that Nomu, accepted it. Like, yeah, this Endeavor is it. He's the real deal. He's the new number one. He's the new symbol of hope. Because, man, that dude, when he took him up there, now, I was getting emotional because I was thinking, is he really about to like explode and kill himself just to take this thing out? Because we saw Endeavor throw everything he had at this Nomu. Everything. Okay? Everything. And he just kept regenerating, because if his head didn't get clean blown off into like nothingness, he would just regenerate. So I thought whenever like Endeavor, punched him in the face and he was still regenerating, it's like, damn, like I don't have enough power. And he took him all the way up there. I was thinking, he's not about to like do some crazy stuff like blow himself up. Like, just release all the flames he's got, just to blow himself up and take the Nomu out. And, I'm glad he didn't do that, because losing Endeavor at this point, that would truly mean no symbol of hope. We will have to wait for Todoroki, Deku, and, Bakugo, all of them, because I think those are going to be the big three in the future. We're going to have to wait for that generation to get powerful enough and strong enough to actually become the next symbol of hope. But right now, they're not nowhere near ready. There's no way they could have taken out this Nomu. They're kids, Okay, so Endeavor raising his arm and in victory. I mean, I love this episode because the animation, everything about Endeavor. That we get to learn more about Endeavor and why his family, even though his family kind of resents him for everything he did, they are still kind of feeling it. They're like, yo, he could die right now, and they definitely don't want him dead. Their family, but I can't wait. Hopefully in the next season, because it's already renewed for season 5. So hopefully in the next season we get to see more of Endeavor and more of flashback as to why he treated his family. I got a pretty good idea. He wants to create, Todoroki with both fire and ice, so he can become like the biggest, best hero ever. But why did he treat his family the way he did? The mom pretty much became insane. His wife, because of the way I guess he treated them. But she is still in his camp. I guess she sees that Endeavor actually has a good side to him, like a lighter side, and he just doesn't show it to everybody. And that scene where that one kid Hawks remembered Endeavor being in All Might's shadow, and All Might was everybody was rooting for All Might, even though Endeavor was right there and helped probably just as much as All Might, but nobody was cheering for him, and Endeavor just got on the ground and started picking up the rocks. That hit hard, man. That hit hard because we see that even though he was never number 1, he never gave up. He never gave up. He's still going for that number 1 spot. He's still trying to get everybody in his camp, and I think he finally did it. I think this fight is gonna, actually confirm that he is the next symbol of hope. Really glad for the next season. I might have to just go read the manga because this episode got me so hyped for My Hero Academia. And from what I read on Reddit and all that stuff, there's a lot of stuff coming involving the League of Villains. I've been spoiled a little bit, not too much. I don't know a lot of the details, but supposedly there's gonna be a lot of stuff with the League of Villains, and I love the League of Villains. So I can't wait. I might have to go read the manga, but thank you for tuning in. Go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.